Hi everyone. We're going to give it just about 30 more seconds before we get started. Allow people to kind of pipe through the platform and get logged in, and we'll kick it off. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I hope everyone is having an awesome Wednesday. I want to thank you all for joining me today for our quarter release and demonstration. I am Adam Pierce, your friendly Tops Product Marketing Manager. You'll have to forgive me. I'm just a soul bubble today. We've got some of my teammates and leadership team. They're working on some big changes for you guys that will be announced tomorrow. So hang tight. Many of you probably already received emails about it, but some cool things are coming and happening for us. So just bear with me as I try to click and talk. A couple of reminders. We do have this webinar just set to capture all your questions and write-ins. So since it's just me today, I'm going to just consolidate them and then have them answered, or either farm them out to the right teams, and then we'll get them back to you. Just like we did last quarter when we developed the FAQ document and posted it to the support center. We'll also include it in the webinar wrap-up emails that come after the webinar. So last quarter was really successful. That's the reason why this webinar is here, because of all the feedback and customer requests. So this quarter release was primarily dedicated to those in that list. So thank you for that. Keep sending them, keep them coming. We hear you, and you'll see it. Just a reminder that this webinar, it's a quick showcase and brief demonstration of what was included in the release. It's not meant to be a training video, but we do have more in-depth training for you, so don't worry if that's what you're looking for in support. We have detailed step-by-step knowledge-based articles already loaded in the support center. They were loaded before the release. And so they're a great visual and step-by-step how-to use these features. If you have any questions, though, please reach out. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to your account manager, and we can definitely help you. Our goal really is to ensure that with every release, and it's the reason why we do this go-to-market planning and webinars, is to ensure that you're getting the full benefit of Tops and all the new features. So with that, we'll move forward. So many of you are returning webinar attendees and are familiar with our company goals and mission statements. But for any newcomers, just so you know, we are hyper-focused on one main thing, and that is simplifying and empowering community operations through our best-in-class products and services. So you will see that as a recurring theme throughout. And it wouldn't be a marketing presentation without a little bragging. So season after season, we continue to top the charts for the G2CAM software rankings. So they rank us along with our competitors in space, and we are ranked number one. We got some new badges, and whenever I say badges, I think of that movie, We Don't Need No Stinking Badges. Well, these we need. And so we are usability as a new one for us, momentum leader, and overall leader for spring. We think this is a direct feedback of what we've been working on for the last year by increasing communications with our customers, as well as these quarterly releases and launches. So we think it's working. It looks like it's working. I've talked to a lot of you this week, which has been kind of cool. After these, when we send the emails out, we get feedback, or we get to work. I get to work with you, which is nice because I'm always behind the scenes. I worked with Heidi with some South data integration issues or efficiencies, and then we're working with Nick on some vendor payments. So just if there's anything I can do to help, please reach out to me at Adam Pierce, or I can get you to the experts. So it's showing up in our badges. So let's move forward. This is our brand promise. It's not new. We are continued to deliver on this. So we're hyper focused on innovation designed to simplify. We're firm believers that the software should do the work for you, and it should work for you and not the other way around. You saw last year our continued growth in technology, both within the framework of our system, allowing us to do bigger and better things like API integrations that allowed for smart banking and with third parties, as well as automation that allows you to chain tasks together and schedule to automate monthly processes or daily processes down to auto reconciliation with smart banking. So we really keep trying to push the envelope and stay ahead of the curve and make our software smarter and smarter and smarter. So what is this webinar about? If any of these sound familiar or are problems you're experiencing today, then you're going to be very happy with this quarterly release. Oh, sorry. All the way from new notifications and automatic notifications when jobs complete, to attaching pics and documents, to ARC requests, work orders, journal entries, you name it. If you've been missing those, which we know some of you have, as these were all customer requests that we fulfilled, then you're in the right webinar. So the key trends that inspired this particular go-to-market release and feature release is you. This quarter, we focused on customer feedback requests. A lot of these were the ones that came, like I said, directly from last quarter's webinar. So what you send in this quarter, just a reminder, send them in with this webinar, and I will get them over to product, and we'll prioritize them and get them out. So we solely worked off the features requests and write-ins received from you. And if you don't see yours in this one, don't worry, we're still working through the list. As a matter of fact, when preparing for this webinar, I went into their dev environment and saw many customer requests already completed in the first phase of next quarter's release. So they are actually halfway through for next quarter. So we've got even more exciting things coming to you. So hold tight. Just to brag a little bit, our product team, they're always working on the next thing. They're always investing and learning what's out there and what's needed and how to be more efficient. So stay tight. Next is measure and optimize operations. So this is the first focal point that we worked on for the key areas of the release. And it's a big one for last year and again for 2023. I don't see becoming more efficient ever going away as a key tenet for software. So we know that especially when we did our research for upcoming in 2023 for like pain points and top 10 and what's going to go on in the industry and competition increasing. So we're aware of the numerous challenges that you're all facing. Expenses have continued to rise dramatically over the past few years and aren't slowing. Even the electricity bill seems to keep climbing for the same amount of usage for some reason. And I've even put in smart devices, and I think they're charging me more. I don't know. Labor shortages are still driving employee wages up, which we're all still surprised that's a thing, even though the COVID crisis, we hope, is mostly over. Now, watch me get COVID tomorrow, and I'm supposed to take my niece to see Taylor Swift in Atlanta this weekend. But also, increases in material costs are huge and don't show any signs of decreasing anytime soon. I personally just got a quote for concrete. Hope this isn't oversharing. And I about fell out of my chair. I asked if it had 24 karat gold flecks in it, and the guy didn't seem too amused. So I'm assuming he gets that all the time. So now I'm wondering if Quickcreek's still around. But also apathy in your communities with your residents and homeowners for engagement. Keeping your communities engaged, informed, and happy is definitely a full-time job. That was, I think, in the top 5 of concerns or problems facing community managers and property managers in 2023. We know that when you have happy residents, your job's a little easier. So we're here to help with that. There's some exciting things being announced from our company that is dedicated dedicated especially to driving community engagement, new tools and bells and whistles. So stay tuned for that. So much is happening. So it's good stuff. So anyway, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I'll get off the soapbox, but to say the reason why I'm saying all this is we want you to know that we see it. We recognize you have a lot on your plate, and we understand that this means you're having to rapidly adapt and be more agile and efficient than ever before. And just know that TOPS is here to help. So moving away from my mini TED Talk, thank you for indulging me. We've invested in something that we think is going to excite you. We have a new custom report writer. Since a lot of the requests that we get in is dedicated to reporting. I think it was something like 40% of the requests was really like, most of them were small changes to the reports. Some of them were just aesthetics, and then some of them we have that people want to completely redesign. So we thought, well, let's let them do it. So now we have a new report writer, and it is integrated directly into TOPS. It allows you to fully take control, edit, and save reports exactly how they will be most beneficial to you. It's pretty cool. You can get as pretty with the design and as techy and nerdy with the data as you want. The sky's the limit. Also, there's many more updates besides the hero report writer. The ability to assign multiple boards of director titles. There's a new toggle to ensure late fees are applied to the current month only. And there's user-created custom vendor tags now, which allows you to organize your vendors more efficiently for your business. Continuing with optimization, but with the added theme of simplifying, we focused on our payment platform, TopsPay. Specifically, we focused on decreasing the time for onboarding and initialization by just simplifying the sign-up process. It was a system of macros and emails between the third-party payment processor and us and you. When we reviewed it, we were like, this is awful. So we did make a lot of changes. We integrated it into TOPS now, so it's simple. You won't have to go around and chase emails. You can load everything up there. You'll see this in the demo. So it's pretty cool. So if you're not signed up for TopsPay, sign up. Another change is there's a new reminder that is a dialogue modal or box for you and your staff to ensure you're following state statutes and NACHA guidelines. It's just a friendly reminder. So when setting the timing for drafting payments from your homeowners for autopay, that your days between the two are within guidelines. The next theme is community management. So you will always hear me talk about this one. I promised in all the prior webinars. I know I sound like a broken record, but this will always be a functional area. We are constantly evolving and growing and innovating. This quarter, there are several enhancements, including the ability to add attachments to various reports, statements, ARC requests, adjustments, and journal entries. The goal is to increase efficiency, leading to less emails and follow-ups and paper notes. We've all been guilty of having a million post-it notes framing our computer screens and desk. Especially when it comes to accounting adjustments and journal entries, the ability to attach documentation to an adjustment made in February definitely will come in handy when closing the books at the end of the year or when working with your CPA even a year and a half later. So those things are handy to have, and we hope that you'll find them very useful. Other enhancements are new capabilities to owner information and statements, mailing labels, automated notifications for general requests. So that was a direct request from one of our customers. So we know you guys get lots of requests in, and this way you can select and set for an email to be sent out automatically whenever one comes in, so you can quickly respond. And that'll help keep your homeowners updated and engaged and happy. Also, we made some adjustments and enhancements to notifications when those automatically scheduled jobs are completed to include more useful information. Yeah. So lots and lots of good stuff. Without further ado, let's take a look at the demo video. So this video put together by our product team. It does not show an exhaustive list of all the features because as much as I would like to hang out with you till 5, I think you probably have things to do. But all the features mentioned here today can be found at the Support Center with corresponding knowledge base articles that guide you step by step. So let's see if I can hit play on this thing. All right, there we go. So we're going to start off big. Let's kick the demo reel off with a bang. So first up is the report writer. To access, you start with accessing reports to the navigational menu, choose standard reports in your community, and then you'll select currently from our list of general ledger reports, which will be moving to all categories very shortly. Here we selected the bank reconciliation report. I think they did that to me just because it's the hardest one to say this fast. You'll see we chose the green bar at the top, and that kicks off the report editor. Once you're in the report, you select edit, and it will load up dialog boxes and tools to help you make some changes. These changes include adding logos, changing colors, fonts, text, adding text boxes, rearranging data completely. I mean, you can go nuts. You can add other data elements like tables, functions, calculations, parameters, you name it. There's tons and tons of options. You can go as deep as you need. You'll see that there's a wizard on the screen that helps you create these functions, similar to an Access Database function builder or an expression builder. If you ever use that, it's a good guide. When you're finished with your creation, you can choose to export as a PDF, HTML, or Excel, and you can review it. So this is kind of like a print preview. When you're done, you can save your beautiful analytical work of art, and it's there the next time you need it. So payments and TopsPay. So we talked about the sign-up process for TopsPay. TopsPay has been proven to reduce late payments because it gives 24/7 access to your homeowners to make payments safely and securely. It reduces delinquencies, hours spent on collections for you. It even gives you the ability to create payment plans. Here you can see, before you would have to email documents, you load them right up into Tops and it sends them directly to us. The power of the internet. It allows you to work with your homeowners, like I said, for payment plans, which is kind of a cool feature to have. And that allows you to be helpful to them when they need you the most. So it's even easier to sign up for TopsPay now, and it integrates directly into your accounts receivable. This will enable access to new reports and analytics and forecasting. Especially when paired with our smart banking integration, you can benefit from time-saving features such as auto reconciliation, which, as most of you know, is a godsend when closing the books each month. And just in case you didn't attend last quarter's webinar, we really amped up that process to allow for ultimate customization when reconciling items. Before, the process wasn't as efficient. Like I said, it was back and forth emails, so now it's all directly integrated and allows you to upload documents and submit instantaneously for faster setup. So the next one, our favorite, regulations and state statutes. So this is about nacho requirements. Not as fun as talking about nachos, but our goal is to help you and your staff stay safe and aware and meet nacho requirements where they are where possible and where they need to be. So this particular example is when setting up autopay. It's important to be aware of the policies and state statutes in your area. Especially when it comes to drafting homeowner payments through autopay. You will now see a friendly reminder when setting the days between autopay draft and applying charges. Easily update the number of days that you want to draft autopay. You'll see the pop-up and the warning. And then you'll also see an option to apply this to one or all communities. And then you can see on the screen, you can automatically adjust very easily and then save it, and then you'll get the same notifications. And again, just ensure that you are meeting what you need to meet for your state and for your homeowners. Whew. Well, everyone, that was it. So the release is a wrap. Please keep sending your feedback. I know that was really, really fast. I wish they would have slowed down the video. I would love to talk to you and about what's working and what's not. So please reach out to me. I promise I will try to keep the dad jokes to a minimum. And I look forward to our next webinar with you. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you soon.